So I was in a Discord and I told them I was going to bed, but actually I was just gonna stream because I haven't streamed. I haven't streamed since the weekend, since Friday, I think. Friday or no, I think Friday. So yeah, not a lot has happened. Christmas happened. You can see we got some stuff. I tore down the old posters that were back there, which you can really see anyways. And put that up. Because I got that. It's pretty cool. I didn't know what color to pick, or if I should pick a color. I have it right now on like it's called Sundown. But I really don't know what to pick. I don't know. I kind of like this one, but I think it's just too flashy for having in the background of a stream. There's also this one that's pretty good. I'll probably leave it on that one, I think. Have it nice. It changes. Oh, I forgot to turn on the overhead thingy. Oop. Too many smart lights now. There we go. Everything's so brightly lit. Damn. Goes from... I mean, everything was kind of already brightly lit. Just lights it just a little bit more. Fills in those shadows a bit. Anyways. So lighting's improved slightly. Not by much. The key light is now directly in front of me down there. And then now we have two ring lights together. So lighting will be a little bit nicer. The new one is a slightly different color. It's very slight. It's a little bit warmer than the original one by like a touch. Probably won't notice it at all. Other one is I did get an audio interface. I'm not using it for this just because this is already set up there, but it does have capabilities for that. I got a laptop stand actually, which is really nice because now my MacBook can sit properly, like right here at like a good level, and I don't have to reach so far. And then as well as, so it's like close, but then it's also not low. It's like it's arm level. I also got this microphone. It was pretty cheap. It was like $60, I think. But it sounds really good, and I wanted it for my MacBook. But also, like, it's a good backup mic if I wanted a more portable microphone, because then I just plug in the audio interface and boom. Not that I have this plugged in to talk to, but you may notice behind me as well, it's a bit messy. I'm selling some stuff. I'm selling some stuff just because, yeah, I'm trying to think if I got anything else cool. Oh. I should have played this at the beginning, but...
And his name is John C.
So basically, I got a Stream Deck Mini, and it's really cool because I just remembered I don't have to switch between inputs anymore. Although it's quite far away, I might find a better place for it. Or I mean, put a little bit closer. A little bit more of a convenient spot there. There we go. I put it a little bit closer, just so it's a little bit more of a convenient spot. Ah, perfect. And then I can hide the cords underneath the remote. It's the remotes. Excellent. Okay. But anyways, so then I can do this. I can switch back and forth. Push the buttons. Super easy. And it's within arm's reach. Before I had it further back, but this is much better, I think. So then instead of being like, oh, let me switch to cam and then alt tabbing out, I can just go boop. Much easier. And then I can also click to record on OBS here. So if I have like a clip or something, I can do that. But then also I can make soundboard things like...
And his name is John C.
I was going to show that right away. Two other things I got. Well, I got this gingerbread house, which I'm going to build with the girlfriend. I should put this down. So not for, oh yeah, and I got this instead of the white one. The white one I gave to girlfriend, and then she gave me a blue one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I got that was pretty sick. Yeah, I got nothing. But I bought, so basically I was wondering if I should get a gimbal for my camera, because there was one at my store. I'll show you which one it was, actually, just because you need to see it. And that's not the only. I have even more news. This is just the start. Okay, so we have these bad boys, $269, and I got a little bit of money. I got like basically $250 cash for Christmas from some family. So I was like, damn, like that looks pretty nice, right? So I was like, should I get this? Or the other thing is because I don't know if I'm going to use it. The only thing it would be good for is for like, just because like my camera only does 1080p, 24 FPS, or I guess it can do up to like a fake 60, but it's not a super clean image. But I was hoping I could do more like sweeping shots with it. But the problem is that there's no image stabilization. And if you do like editing software's image stabilization where they crop it, it doesn't look good. So I was hoping to get something like this that could like mitigate that, but I was like, I don't know how often I'm actually going to use it. So, and the other one was, which I mean, I don't even have to really say it, was the Switch OLED, which we had the Super Smash Bros. Bundle. I think we had one Legend of Zelda one, but the Legend of Zelda one is actually more expensive. But I wanted the white one, because I already had, yeah, it's $469. It's not that much. I also think the Legend of Zelda one looks kind of tacky. It's like kind of cheap looking in person. I already had a red and blue Switch. I wanted the white one because I wanted something a little bit different, because, you know, the dock's different and blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, ooh, that would be nice to get a Switch to upgrade, because I play it almost exclusively in handheld mode. I was like, that would be nice to have a nicer display. So I was torn between those. I ended up getting the Switch. Not getting both. I talked myself out of the gimbal. I just don't really need it. I'm probably never going to use it. And that sent me on a train of going, I have a bunch of other stuff that's taking up space that I'm not going to use, that I also was like, oh, I should get this because it would be nice. Like the steering wheel, for example. I have a steering wheel. I love driving a lot, and I like racing games, so I thought the steering wheel would be perfect. Couple problems. One, my display is too high for it, and it's not close enough, so it's like too far away. It's too high, so you don't really get immersed. And then also, I don't really have a good place to put the pedals. So every time I've played it has been okay, but I haven't even touched it since the summertime. So I was like, I don't have enough time, and I barely have enough space for it. So I decided, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's sell this. If I want to play a racing sim game, I'll just use my controller. That's what I've been doing this entire time, and I've had no problem with that. So selling that. Other thing I'm selling, I had a flight stick, a HOTAS, so flight stick and the throttle. And I also like that. I was playing Microsoft Flight Sim, and I got kind of bored of it, and I wanted a combat sim, but I don't want to spend $1 million on DCS or whatever it's called. And I also don't want like to play some of the other ones. Like, I just wanted like a decent flight combat sim. I tried Arma 3 and it didn't really map out, and that's not really a 1-to-1 sim, but it would have been close enough. So really, I just was like, you know what, let's just sell it too. We can just use a fucking controller. So, and then I'm also selling my other reference headphones, the ones that used to be back there, the Philips ones, which although they looked sick as hell back there, just can't. I never use them. Some guy wants to buy them for like $70, so I was like, why not? What else is there? There's a set of Logitech speakers down there too. Never use them. So kind of clearing out some clutter. And I also decided Oh yeah, I got my $800 lens for $30 in today. I have it right beside me, actually, on the floor there. It's sick as fuck. Speaking of which, we have a sale going on for other Sony cameras, so I decided to upgrade. So I ordered a Sony camera off of the website from my store. It was quite a bit more than the ones I have, but I did the math for selling those things and then selling these cameras I have here. I'll have way more. I'll have like $300 over what they cost. So really, I wouldn't even need to sell this one. I can leave it set up if I wanted to, if I needed to, or I could sell that one and then have my white one set up. But actually, I might do that because this one has a lower shutter and is in a nicer condition. I might just keep the white one, and then sell this black one here for like $300 or something. Basically sell what the guy gave me. I just need to get the shutter count of it, and then my hope is the reason why I bought it is because I got the Sony A6100. It has the same mount. Here, I'll get it up so you can see it. Now the camera I originally wanted was, sorry, I'm just leaning into my microphone there, was the Sony A6400, right? Which looks very similar to this camera. That was originally the one I was like, oh, this is the one I'm going to upgrade to eventually. The reason why I went with this one instead is two things, or I guess a couple things. So first of all, this one on the sale price is on right now is $250 cheaper than the A6400. And you may be like, oh, you probably get a lot more. You don't. The A6400, you get a bit more. So one thing, weather sealed. Although my lenses aren't all weather sealed anyways, so I would have to be careful in weather anyways. So I'm not too concerned about that. Also, I don't think I would feel comfortable with bad weather with that. Then the A6400 is made of magnesium alloy instead of being just plastic. And then one other thing is the electric viewfinder. Sorry. Which the Sony A50 or the A5000 doesn't have one anyways, but the electric viewfinder has a lower resolution. It's about, I think it's 60% bigger on the A6400, which is okay, but if you're comparing them, right, like if I had them together, like it's people say that it's obviously like it's very crisp and clear on the A6400. I don't think I'm going to miss that feature much. I don't even, like, I use the camera, like the screen a lot. The view, like, it depends on what photos I'm taking. The viewfinder is probably going to be like using like maybe a third of the time. So like I'm more concerned about the screen, which the screen is a lot higher resolution than what I'm used to. So it'll be a lot easier to see what kind of photos I'm taking. Other than that, I think there's a couple other ones like the A6400 can take longer videos instead of just 30 minutes, but they're basically identical. They have the same sensor, they have the same processors. So the A6100 is basically just a slightly trimmed down version of the A6400. And if you even look, like, I'll do, like, if we compare them, like, they're like almost identical. You can see a lot of these scores here are the same. But the body itself, right? Like with the 6400, you get the magnesium one, you get plastic there. So you get a slightly more, like high quality. You can see the textured magnesium on this photo here. You can see that, which looks sick, right? Like very nice looking build. Is it back? Yeah. Whereas like with this, but mine's already plastic, so like I don't feel like I'm gonna really miss much with just doing plastic. I also get like a shoe here, which would be nice, and they do 4K video. So like, but really like you're not missing much. That's kind of like my point is you don't really miss much going either or, which most people will say, oh, just get the Sony. Oh, does this one not come with a strap? That's kind of a bummer. Sensor cap, shoulder. Oh, it does come with a strap. Although I already have a strap, so that's fine. But like really, like you can go with either or, and they're gonna perform very similarly. So yeah, you can see 220. Oh, it might be a little bit more. So you get a little bit better of a electric viewfinder. The electric viewfinder here is very nice. Screens are the same. Everything else is basically the same on them. Like, you know, they got the same. I think that this one does slightly higher raw buffer size. And they did some tracking performance and stuff, but there, you know, so for me, I was like, can I justify that extra $250, for the build, right? If it was $100, I would have been like, for sure. If it was even $150, but like, sure, right? But $250 for weather sealing magnesium build. I don't do a lot of video. I don't think I'm ever going to go over 30 minutes for video at a time. But like, I was like, is it really like, am I really going to miss those features if I don't have those? And I don't think so, right? Like, I just, because like, it's $1,200 for that with the kit lens. And then I know I could just use the kit lens I have, but like, I need to sell the camera, and people will buy the camera if it comes with a lens. But like, what was I gonna say? But with with the camera, like the Sony A6100 versus the 6400, they have the specs that I want, right? They have they have 24 megapixels instead. So they're quite a step up from what I have now. And I really like what I have now. And this is why I was like, cause I didn't want to spend this much originally, because I didn't want to get something that I wasn't going to like, you know, or like get into it and be like, oh, I actually don't like this, but I do like it. And that's why I was like, maybe I should reinvest this money from these guys and get something that's like really nice. And if I bought the 6400, right, that would be maxing out how much I get from selling these guys. And that would mean I would have to sell both of my cameras as well. Where if I just get the one that I got, I only have to sell one of them. So I guess that makes it a little bit easier, because then I can just leave one set up as my my webcam. I can leave the white one set up, sell this guy, which I'll probably actually do that. Like, I'll probably post it right after this. Sell this guy, because I don't really need it. It's and then I'll just use my white one as the webcam for the videos. And I know the other one would be a better webcam, but like, I'm not gonna keep tearing down and setting it up. I'll just use the other one, and then that way the dummy battery and stuff that I bought don't go to waste. And then I'll just, all the extra batteries I have, I'll just use with this one. But yeah, so I'll probably post this then, get it done tonight. We're super pumped though for that. That's absolutely phenomenal that I'm gonna post this camera, because now I just thought about that. Yeah, I could post both of them and have more money left over. But like, I would like to keep one to use as the webcam, just because it does work so well. And then I don't have to do the setup and tear down all the time. Anyways, that's just me. I'm hoping just to be able to do more video stuff. That's my main thing. But yeah. Because like, it's not like I'm going to be streaming in 4K anyway, so I don't really need the 4K features. But yeah, I'll post this camera and pack it away right after I'm done, and then I'll just have I'll use my white one for this setup, which I probably won't be streaming, unfortunately, for a little bit. Or actually, I can probably stream this weekend. I don't work a lot this weekend, but I have family visiting this weekend. And yeah, one thing, maybe later. What do you mean? One thing that, what do you mean maybe later? Go away. Why does it say maybe later as like a mustache? Oh, there we go. So work has me scheduled in for 6 a.m. on January 4th. And I'll be fucked if I'm going to go into work on January 4th at 6 a.m. I am not getting up at 5 a.m. for this retail job. I have never worked that early at this job. I think the earliest I've ever worked was 8 a.m., maybe 7:30 or some shit like that. But I have never worked at 6 in the morning. I'm going away on the 2nd to the 3rd. I'm going out of town, staying at a hotel to drive my family back to their hometown, right? Victoria. And I've decided what I'm going to do, and this is now on record, is I'm going to call in on the 3rd while I'm down there, and I'm going to say that my car broke down and I'm stuck down there, and they said that the shops, I can't get it in till tomorrow, which would be the 4th. I'm not showing up for that fucking 6 a.m. shift. Fuck that shit. Okay? If I was doing a nursing job, absolutely, I would show up for the 6 a.m. shift. Not for this retail job. They don't do... The only thing that they do for me is they're fairly accommodating for my schedule for the most part. And I really appreciate that. But that's like the bare minimum, especially with how much like effort I do put in and how much like time, or not time, but like how many times I've like accepted calls ins and stuff like that and like really helped out and like, or have been called in early. Like, I don't get why I was chosen to do this 6 a.m. shift, and I don't even know what I'm fucking doing. I've never done one before. Basically, it's like an inventory check thingy or something like that. They didn't even give me any instructions or walkthrough of how to do it or anything like that. They basically just scheduled me in and expect me to show up. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. So I'm going to call them the day before so they have time to find someone to cover it. And I'm going to say, I'm stuck in Victoria. I can't come home. And if they, like... One of my coworkers, when I told them, which I know he's not going to snitch, but I told them, him, and he's like, well, you could just get drunk and then like say that you can't drive back because you're like drunk or something. And I was like, no, like saying my car broke down is a legitimate thing. And if they ask, I'll just say the alternator went or something. Or I'll say the battery died. I don't fucking know. Like the battery was shot. Like I'll come up with some shit. And it's nothing against like my managers or anything like that. Like it's not like I'm gonna die.
Fraser!
She just ran over my dead body. No, it's not like it's my managers. Like I'm not saying like, oh, my manager fucking suck, fuck you, you know. I like my managers. It's just that, like, the job itself isn't worth it. Like, showing up at that time, not worth it. We have crappy benefits. Like, there's literally, crappy benefits. And they're cutting our hours, too, soon. So, like, I'll just take the sick day. Fuck that. Fuck working at 6 a.m. Get me to come in on 6 a.m. Yeah, fuck no. Oh. We're really, like, going into this good, hey? Like, we're just really having a good time. Okay, let's do this all over again. I don't know. Like, is it a dick move? Like, if I'm like, you know, I'm not fucking showing up. Well, I shouldn't say show up. I shouldn't even ask myself. It's not a dick move. Like, it was a dick move to schedule me in for 6 a.m. when I don't even know what I'm fucking doing. Like, schedule someone else in, like an advisor or like, I'm not even a fucking advisor, like, or a manager. Schedule anyone else in but me. Or schedule someone who is actually going to work there for a bit.
Right.
Like, I put in a solid effort, but the only reason I do is because, one, it's in my nature, but then also because good reference for later.
Look, for what it's worth, it's your kick-ass reputation that got you this job. Plus, I figured you could use the money. You're not wrong. Honestly, though, it's actually nice working with a woman for a change. Too rot. Not many of us out here.
It's nice working for a woman. Oh, yeah? Well, feminism.
This one arms dealer demanded to speak to the man in charge, then tried backing out when I informed him I was running the show.
What did you do?
Broke both his legs.
You're not kidding.
Just trying to level the playing field.
Oh, don't cross Ross.
I should put that one on my business card.
Can't you just walk away? Just be done with Shoreline?
I was born into it. I don't have a choice.
Oh, there's always a choice.
I was born into it. What you got, butter? What kind of accent is that shit, dude? Oh. Can we drive down this? Will it let us? Will we just die?
Beautiful out here.
Is this your first visit to India?
Yeah.
Not a lot of perks in this line of work, but travel is definitely one of them.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Whichever question works for you.
Well, I haven't been to the States.
Really?
Yeah, well, the stuff I'm looking for is usually old, right? The US was only founded a couple of 100 years ago.
True.
What about you? Where do you want to go?
Iceland.
Nice choice. Beautiful there.
Well, it's quiet. Unspoiled. And I want to see those northern lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's on the bucket list too. You should go when we're done here.
Someday. Have other things to attend to first.
Her accent changes so much.
Yep,
It's so
come
funny.
Right behind you.
Oh God, they're all covered. Actually, it's just Chloe. Nadine is actually like relatively clean.
How long do you suppose it takes to carve something like this?
She's just sweaty.
Years. Decades, even. The Hoysala certainly did have a knack for stonework.
I'm really excited for my camera though.
Oh,
I
it
like,
seems.
over the moon,
That's
because it's
good.
gonna be what I want.
They must have
And then
made these to commemorate
That's
their
it.
victories against the Persians.
Looks like they put up a good fight.
They did. Pity it didn't last. But their loss is our gain, right?
That carving looks familiar.
That carving is an exact match for the disc.
So what does that mean?
I don't know yet. But I'm guessing we should give that a try. Should we dance?
Try not to break it this time.
Sassy.
What the hell?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Can't say I was expecting that. You ready?
nope.
Yeah. Just, taking it all in.
It's a bit foggy. Oh yes, I remember this.
Welcome to downtown Halabadu. The last known resting place, the Tusk of Ganesh.
Spectacular. And what?
Doesn't it look like there's a dam or something between the two Ganesh statues?
Must have been eroded by the falls.
So how do we get in?
Hang on. Yeah. Look at the crown. It's not wear and tear.
Oh.
You're right. Maybe it was a watchtower?
Bet that's how the Persians got in.
Is that how your Persians got him? Oh yeah, New
I
Zealand.
have heard about this place for so long.
She sounds old when she says that.
Can't believe I'm actually looking at it.
I
Just
can.
take a picture. Send it to your dad.
He's dead.
Great idea.
What? You one of those cultures who can't work a computer? Just take the picture. Show it to him in person then.
No, it's just a few decades too late for that.
Look,
Oh, God, please, no.
it's fine.
Shall we,
Head over to Halibadu.
I don't know if it's just like the dark sense of humor, but I make jokes about that shit. If I was Chloe, I would have been like, I would, but I don't think that they have. I don't think they have service in hell or in heaven or something. That's what I would have said.
Work still stands. But
Especially if
they're
it's a couple
gone.
decades, like
Maybe they
after
came
it's
to
kind
use
of
their wealth to protect these
settled.
people and not make such an
Just 'cause I think
inviting target.
laughing and enjoying it is makes things a little bit easier to deal with, cope. I don't know. That's just me. Instead of being all dramatic, like just a couple decades too late. Like, okay, I get it. I get it. Your grandfather, or you're not your grandfather. Your father's dead.
On the stairs down.
I get it.
Okay, ready?
Where'd you know?
There, look. You can see some structures beneath the falls.
You what?
I just farted, and I do it again.
Up we go then. Okay.
They're even more impressive than us.
Oh, he got me.
My apologies. Up here. Coming. Come on, this way.
You sure it's safe?
You know, you keep asking me that. It'll save us both some time if you just assume. Oh boy. It's definitely not safe, by the way.
I saw.
Hmm.
Think you can get back up here?
Yeah. Keep going. I'll catch up.
What are you doing? It's actually crazy
Got you.
that I'm playing
All right, I can manage.
Just accept my help.
Uncharted on the PC.
Come on up.
That's insane to me.
It's only because you said please.
I didn't, actually. Thought you said Ganesh was the removal of obstacles.
He's more than happy to place them in your way if he thinks you'll benefit.
That why the horse I've chosen for Halibadu?
He's also the Lord of Good Fortune, the one you pray to for prosperity and success.
Got it. That's cool. Is this really the only way across?
Yep.
And we wiggle, and
Fun out
we
there?
You know it.
wiggle.
Amazing.
I feel like they're a lot more chill about
Fun, right?
some of this
It's the
stuff
fastest
than
thing I've ever done.
In a good way or bad way?
I'll let you know.
they're a lot more chill about this kind of stuff than they should be. All right,
Whoa! Got it.
go on his little staffy staff.
You're doing great, China.
I'll be doing better when we get to the farm.
Surprised we haven't seen Sav yet. Knock on wood.
When he's around.
She
Doubt
said
we'll
knock
see him
on
up
wood,
here.
but she didn't knock on wood.
What's
That's
that?
He doesn't have the stones to climb this high.
God, the grip strength on these women. Jesus Christ, they'd crush my head with their thumb and their pinky.
I think I see a place we can swing over to the crown. Just a little thought. What?
Oh,
Thank you.
hurry up and climb! I'm slipping!
What if we just both slipped and fell? That'd be really funny.
Worth it?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Now, how do we get off this thing?
Watch and learn.
Okay. Easy does it.
All right. Feels more sturdy up here.
Don't jinx us. Here's our way in, courtesy of the Persian army. Wow, nice shot.
Persians must have had a trebuchet.
Trebuchet? Can't you just say catapult like a normal person?
A trebuchet is a type of catapult. It can handle heavier projectiles, like this one, and fling them longer distances.
Right. You learned that in your military training?
I looked it up on Wikipedia, like a normal person.
Ready? Incredible. It's our old friends, Parashurama and Ganesh.
Friends? Looks like they're fighting.
Well, when the Hindu gods aren't off fighting demons, they're sometimes fighting each other.
Well, it's not a fair fight. Ganesh isn't even armed.
I guess it's not really his style.
They just carved this whole place out of the mountain.
Sure looks like it.
They barricaded the door. Didn't do them much good.
Guess they didn't expect the Persians to drop in from above.
You'd think after 2 prior invasions, they'd be prepared for anything.
Or they just never thought they'd be defeated.
Or they're just really, really dumb.
Through here.
Oh, cool. Dead people. I see dead people.
Hey, look. Armaments. You were right, Nadine.
I have my moments. Is all Persian?
Looks to be a mix of Persian and Hoysala. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey, another one of these doors. Now let's see. Oh, good. This one actually works.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Nice
cool.
to get some light.
Feels like a crypt in here.
Crypts and burials aren't really a Hindu thing. They generally favor cremation. It's a beautiful ceremony, Antiyishti, Sanskrit for last sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
The idea is our bodies are merely borrowed vehicles and you're returning it so that others might benefit.
It's a lovely sentiment. Too late for these poor bastards.
It has its
Hey,
moments.
up here. What the hell?
Jesus. This was it? Their final stand.
Ugh. Wasn't enough to save their empire. But their loss is our gain.
Jesus, a lot of people. Imagine the body piles. You just died and you're added to the body
Here's
pile.
our way in.
These lights, I will say, are
Nadine,
kind of a
can you lend a
bitch.
hand with this chap?
Sure.
Makes it hard to see.
Come on, old fellow. Here we go.
Oh. Makes it hard to see the dark
Excuse
parts
me.
of the. There you go. That's better.
We must
I
be
might
getting close.
fiddle around with the
Hopefully
lighting a little
closer than
bit.
These guys.
Turn it down a bit. I'll do that right now, actually. Watch, ready? Boop. That's easy. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too bright for me, so we're gonna go That's much better. Yeah, not as lit up in the face. Oh god, it goes even higher. Goes even higher than I had it before. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Just a little bit darker. Only thing is that it doesn't quite overcome over there, but that's fine. What's this one at? Oh. That causes it to flicker. That's not good. We'll leave it at this one then. Okay. It's not like I'm gonna have my hands up there that much anyways. My glasses are a little bit dirty though. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that then. Just a little bit better so I can actually see. It's a little bit too bright for me. Very cool. Oh, shit. See? Much easier.
This device looks familiar.
Oh, I remember this.
Huh. Well, that's different.
What is all this?
If I had a guess, I'd say it's some kind of lock mechanism to open that door. Okay, on the left, we have Shiva gifting Parashurama the axe. And on the right, we have Parashurama chopping off Ganesh's tusk.
Oh.
Wait, with the axe?
Yeah.
The one that Shiva, Ganesh's father, gave to Parashurama?
Yeah,
It's messed up.
that's family. Come on, let's see about opening that door.
So how does all this work?
Only one way to find out. Let's see what this does. Alright, that slid the piece away from me.
Its shadow moved too.
Let's try this. Over you go.
Oh, yes. I remember this.
I see what's happening.
Those shadows match the mirror.
Right, so let's see if I can line them all up.
This actually looks like fun.
Actually, I'm gonna go like this.
How about this?
I'm gonna use that to leverage
Okay.
that.
What next?
Okay. Use that to leverage that. Ah, crap. Actually.
There.
Okay. Then Mr. Man's there. And then that one here. No. Because that one's by itself there. So what I can do with that one is I can shuffle it. No, that's not going to work. Shit. Because I need that one to go into the middle there. So what I'll do is I'll go. So that goes there. Aha! I think we figured it out. So we'll put that one there. That one there. And presto. We've done it.
I think that's it. You did it. Also,
All in a day's work. Salah and the tiger.
Yeah, it's still really bright. I wonder if there's a way I can...
Here we go. Fingers
Turn.
crossed.
Here, I'm gonna figure out. Sorry, I just like it's really bright. It's hard to see. I'm gonna see if I can turn the brightness down on all these. Just lower the brightness just just enough. Why are you? Because, like, I don't... As long as my face is lit, that's fine. I just, like... I just don't want to be blinded. Which is what's happening. I don't know. I think this is probably good enough lighting. I shouldn't say I'm blinded. It's just that it's very, like, it's very bright. It's hard to see.
I know.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to clean my glasses as well. It's just hard to see the screen in the dark areas. Because it's like... The bright lights are very much in my face.
You're no fun. Ready? Ooh.
Careful. Amazing.
What the shaver?
My thoughts exactly. Fraser?
Ross? Oh no, no, it's okay. I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay. Where the hell's the tusk?
I don't know, none of this makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. The Hoysala sent us on a fool's errand.
I think you're right.
Terrific.
No, hear me out. Ganesh is the symbol of,
Halabadu.
and Shiva, that's the symbol of,
Below.
which was the old.
The old capital.
Exactly. What if the king built this spectacular city, and it was a wonderful target for the Persians?
And the old capital was forgotten. So this whole city was a decoy.
What if they let it get plundered to protect Balor?
And their treasure.
I'm willing to bet the Tusk was never here at all.
So where's Below?
Oh shit.
This is definitely not supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming loose! Grab the eggs, quick! Fraser! I'm okay! Go! Hey, don't stop, keep
You alright?
How the hell are we still alive?
Raw talent. And a little bit of luck. Hey. Nice work, partner.
Nice work.
Put it there. Jesus! What was that? I'm really embarrassed for you right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Correct me. Correct me
wasn't there a
if I'm
huge
wrong.
waterfall here?
There was.
What the hell is that?
Aqueducts. The water's channeling there from the falls.
Amazing. Did we do this just now?
Well, technically I did.
Cocky. Look, sorry if I cut too close to the bone back there.
That's all right. You know, you two would have got on like a house on fire. He was also a really stubborn dickhead.
10-4.
You know, none of this could have possibly gone unnoticed. We should probably get out of here.
Good point. Follow me.
Right. The water is being channeled toward the gate, so let's follow the aqueduct.
Copy that. I'll take point.
I'm probably gonna save it there and probably head off because it is pretty late. I'm just gonna double check. I mean, I have some shadowing here, which I made a little bit worse when I moved that this way, but I mean, I can't really do much about that because I'm trying to spread the lighting out more. So I moved it a little bit. But it is what it is, I guess. I guess I could increase the brightness of this, but I mean, then that's really bright, and I don't really want it to be that bright. So, I mean, we'll deal with what we got, I guess. Other option is I could decrease this one more. Oh, there we go. That looks better. What does it look like when it's off? Does make a big difference, actually. Yeah, there we go. And then now it's not blinding me. So we'll probably leave it at that for the setup. I mean, I think it looks fine anyways. Yeah, so I'll go bed. I might have a quick snack or something because I'm getting a little bit hungry, a little bit peckish. Nothing too heavy though. And then yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, I have to sell this camera now, and then I'll have to set up my I'll have to make sure that my other one is set up with the same settings, so I don't have to fuck around with that shit. Anyways, see you later. Have a good night. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.